Alright, so welcome to a Linus Tech Tips blog video all about surround gaming performance and shotguns. And shotguns and how they don't kill dudes. Like, are you serious? I'm half expecting him to get up at this point. Get up! Get up! Nope, he won't get up. Okay, that's fine, that's cool. So, I'm not going to spend too much time on gameplay. This is the GTX 660 Ti from Galaxy. And we are going to go ahead and show you guys some performance numbers. So we tested a cross-section of games. Here's our surround perf cross-section of the Excel chart. It's not really a cross-section anymore. What happened to the graph, Luke? Did I call you Luke? You better start over. So let's start with Crysis 2. Crysis 2, this is running ultra presets, so totally unrealistic for these cards. If we turn it down to very high, it runs at more like 35, 40 FPS on the 660 Ti, but it does give us an idea of how these cards perform against each other. So you can see the 660 Ti does lag a little bit behind the 670, which performs pretty much neck and neck with the 7950. Since the 7950 and the 670 are both a little bit more expensive than the 660 Ti, all of this pretty much stands to reason. So we're going to go ahead and create new charts and graphs in real time. So amazing. You guys are seeing a real tech tip here. So this is Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3. And we have to add the data label every time because for some reason, you know, someone should do like Excel tips for Linus about how to make it so I don't have to redo that every time. So 660 Ti, once again, maybe it's due to the fact that the 7950 has 3 gigs of memory, maybe it's due to the fact that it's just not quite as fast as the 7950 for pushing huge resolutions, which could be related to memory bandwidth. Again, comes probably back to memory, but the 670 manages to keep pace with the 7950 while the 660 Ti lags behind a little bit. It should, however, be noted that 660 Ti, if you can get a model that overvolts, is actually a reasonably good overclocker, and you can expect to get up to those 670 levels of performance without any difficulty. So Skyrim. Yay, Skyrim! Now, we just have to add our data label again. And you can see, once again, the 660 Ti does lag behind. Skyrim really benefits from something to do with the 7950, and it is definitely the big winner in terms of surround gaming. However, it should be noted that it's not necessarily all about surround gaming. There are other things in this world, such as the fact that you can enable stereo 3D, should you see fit, on the NVIDIA cards, whereas, honestly, with the HD 3D is not quite there compared to 3D Vision. These are very high presets, if I recall correctly. Alright, Witcher 2, add data labels, and for some reason our label... Okay, hold on a sec, guys. For whatever reason, we couldn't get Witcher 2 to run at all on the Radeon card, and this could have been just a random driver issue. We are using the latest drivers, but there was just nothing we could do about it, and short of adding different cards to our comparison, there wasn't a whole lot we could do to bring you results from the Radeon side, so we ended up having to stick with that. Our last one, very demanding game, Metro 2033, and this is on, I think they call it very high, so we didn't have depth of field on, but other than that, pretty much cranked. And you can see in this guy, I'm just going to make my adjustments here, you can see in this guy the 660 Ti once again lags behind the 7950 a little bit, but the 670 does pretty well. So what's the conclusion here? Conclusion is 660 Ti is fantastic and actually performs incredibly well for single monitor gaming. If you guys saw the 1080p performance review that I already did, then you'll know that already. It performs pretty much right up there with the 7950. However, when we get into very high resolution surround gaming scenarios, the 7950 stretches its legs a little bit with its extra memory bandwidth, its extra memory at all, and that is personally what I think is making the difference here. So thank you for checking out this episode of Linus Tech Tips, and don't forget to subscribe for more unboxings, reviews, and other computer videos.